It was said of Jesus that because he was able to cast out demons, that the kingdom of God was among them. Now think about that for a moment. In the kingdom of God, Satan was excommunicated, driven out. So if the kingdom of God was being manifested on this earth, you would just naturally do that. Fulfill what was already been done in heaven. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. What was the will in heaven? Satan's kicked out. So just as a son of man, Jesus as a son of man, depended upon the Father. Father kicked the devil out, so Jesus just naturally kicked him out, and the demons had to obey him. He didn't have a long drawn out battle with them. It's already been done. They're puzzled. Here's the Son of God manifested as the Son of Man, and they're puzzled. What's the Son of God doing here in a bios body? Not knowing that the Father would protect them till such time as he said, drop your hand, sacrifice your life for the life of Adam and for all who would embrace the life of Christ in them. Did you ever notice that when he purged these demons, they knew him as the Son of God? And like I said, they're puzzled. What's the Son of God doing in a bios body? They always known to be in an eternal body, a Zoe body. Manifested many times in the Old Testament with the pre-incarnate Christ, the Son of God manifested as what they call Christophanies. People don't understand that. I'll bring that up in another video. I'm not going to try to do it here. There's one that don't believe that, then go believe what you got to believe. Pre-incarnate Christ, before his incarnation into a bios body to the womb of Mary, not through the loins of Adam, Joseph, he was without sin. He's what they call the second Adam, unfallen. Now this Christ, this unfallen Adam, is in each and every one of us. Now you can go with your fallen nature, coming from your father Adam, or you can go with a new birth nature to what Jesus, the Son of God, manifested as the Son of Man, accomplished. He was the first among those begotten from the dead. Christ is in you. You can go with that. Having begun by the Spirit, now you brought maturity by the flesh, the carnal fleshly opinions and ideas, race, culture, creeds, and gender, from your forefather Adam, fallen? Or do you want to go with the new creation, new to us, in you, locked up to be worked out, but to be worked out as you let things go of your race, cultures, and secular religious creeds and gender? Let that go. I come out with this every way I possibly can in many of these videos. The only begotten Son of God brings that out. Christ in us brings that out. Matters of salvation bring that out. And once again, here I am trying to bring it out even a little deeper. If the light that you got is darkness, how great is that darkness? Walk in the light as he's in the light, and we would have fellowship one with another. For lack of fellowship in this world, you have to ask yourself, you walk in darkness. A darkness of what? Of a mystery, hidden. The fellowship of the mystery. Christ is in you. And the reason why it was hidden in the past was so that the devil couldn't disrupt it. But it was already in heaven, in the mind of God, or in the kingdom of God, in the mind of God, to be expressed in this world. A kingdom of God manifested to an Adam who would manifest the kingdom of God on earth, called the kingdom of heaven. And if he not got himself separated from God, the kingdom of God, which is eternal, which is the true reality, he could have expressed the kingdom of God on earth, calling it the kingdom of heaven. It would have no beginning, no end. It would have went on forever. But because of the fall, God has to subject this world to death to get us out of this trap. This expression of subjecting this world to futility goes on to say that he subjected the world to futility in hope. But the hope was not in the seen. That's where we're making a mistake. We put hope in the seen. Paul clearly says that the hope is not in the seen, but that which is unseen. Unseen what? An unseen sense of reality. The true reality, beyond this fallen world, subject to death and decay, that has a beginning, has an end. You'll gain the power of endless life if you gain a hold of this idea of Christ in you. It's the power of endless life. You can, to some degree, manifest the kingdom of God on earth through your personal life and your surrounding. The world around you would be largely shaped by the world that's within you. Here's Jesus, a son of man, just like you and I. Understand it? We get that all confused. He had to be a man just like us and had to be subjected to obedience, the things that he suffered. And he learned obedience by the things that he did suffer, as we learn to surrender my opinions and ideas to the will of the Father in my particular life. If you allow that, to one degree of glory to another degree of glory, from faith to faith, as you surrender your opinions and ideas of your carnal flesh, race, culture, secular religious creeds, and gender, get rid of all that, to some degree, moment by moment, you'll wrestle, your spirit wrestle against that. You keep hanging on what you think you got. You're living in a temporal world. You're heading for death. You follow the flesh, you're on your way to dying. We know that. But we keep hanging on this world's opinions and ideas, secular and religious, sad to say, that this is real. This world is not the reality. It was made real to constitute a true experience. It'd be like I've said, I brought up in other videos. You're sent in a holograph deck, and you get so caught up in the holograph, the virtual reality, you forget where you came from. God has to eventually consummate it and turn off the lights to get you out. So here, I'm repeating a lot of things I already said. Like I said, some people might stumble upon one of my videos and never get it, so I try to give them as much as they can in a single video because it might be my only shot with them. God has directed you here. God has led you here. Not particularly to Paul Woodward, because there's things he's been trying to tell you and you can't seem to hear it. And you are going out to the marketplace of YouTube here, and you're putting up a search and you're trying to find some answers out. And my God, I did a search on this thing about the kingdom of God. There's thousands upon thousands of opinions and ideas about the kingdom of God versus the kingdom of heaven. So I typed in what God has given me. It comes up out of Isaiah chapter 64. But those of the continuance, of the kingdom of the continuance, which is the kingdom of God, has no beginning, no end. It was being manifested in this created world, which could have been unending because of the fall of Adam. This created world, which was to be a manifestation of the eternal world, ends, has to end. And hope that one day, in what's called a new heavens, new earth, due to us, this world that got all screwed up, this creation, the present creation that we've been so used to, will end. People hate that. They don't hear the world's going to have an end. I don't want to hear about the end time. What are you afraid of? What's so great about this present creation? Why would God offer a new creation if this present creation that you've been so used to, come immune to, were a true expression of the kingdom of God? It's not. It's not the expression of the kingdom of God. It has a beginning, this has an end. In your spirit, it's eternal. There's no beginning, there's no end. and you as a spirit were to come into this world, a created world, and have the opportunity to be the expansive expression of the beloved, of who God is, who we are, in a created world which would have no beginning, would have no end, would have gone on ages upon ages upon ages. Thank God we're going to get this shot again, those of the continuance. But if you want to continue with the world that you got, you're going to have an end. It's going to end. But I don't want to hear about the end. I'm not afraid of you. It's my hope and prayer that this world would end. Lord Jesus, come quickly. End this present creation. I mean, for the longest period, I was much as caught up in this world as the next guy. But at some point in my life, you begin to realize this is only temporary. If it were so permanent, I would be able to gain longevity of life and live here forever. God cut the time short. But he used to live 900 some years. Now we live, what, 70 years at max. We're a hothouse breed of what Adam could have been had he not fallen. And we're born through his loins, so we're subjected to death. God wants to offer us the hope that's in you. Christ in you, the hope of restored lost glory of the fallen Adam. That's in you. And you'll let this temporal life go, you'll gain the power in this life. Death is no longer your enemy. Now, you don't want to kill yourself. We don't do that just to get out of it. Some people do it. They think they'll end their problems by killing themselves. That's not the answer. You don't take your life into your own hands. You give it to him. He'll decide how much is how much and when you should leave. And when it comes time to leave, he'll let you know and you leave. They can call it what they want to call it. Oh, he had a heart attack. No. God told me to drop my arms, say goodbye to my wife and kids, and leave. It's only the beginning for me. It's not the end. I'm living in the kingdom of God is in me, and I'm manifesting it in this world, a created world, to some small degree, as I wrestle against this world's opinion, my own opinions. The more I surrender my particular race, its cultures, and its secular religious creeds, and my idea of male, female, and surrender to God's new creation. We're to manifest a new creation. They'll say, like they said of Jesus, what manner of man is this? When he calmed the seas, he's doing what was natural, according to a spiritual man. It's expected. As the Son of Man, dependent upon God the Father, to his quickened spirit, he manifested the kingdom of God on earth. Casting out demons, healing the sick. That shows you where we're at. I mean, we're pretty far away from this idea of faith. Get in my video, the faith of Christ compared to our ideas of faith, be it Baptist, Pentecostal, Catholic faith, then the offshoots of all these cults and their ideas, Jehovah's Witness faith, and Mormon faith. My God, we haven't even touched it. And the very little that you see manifested, half of it is just conjured up by latent powers of the soul, comes out in my videos. Heart and the subconscious mind, the latent powers of the soul. It's not really manifest. It's a mimicry of what God had really intended to do to an unfallen Adam of Christ in you, and letting this world's opinions and ideas go to gain that. We wrestle with it. We fight it. So, I mean, I'm saying this, I'm rambling on and on and on, but how many more times I gotta say this? Get into the other videos. That's all I can say. Which ones? All of them. Get into this matter of the kingdom of the continuance. Get into this matter of Christ in you. And the ultimate intention of God brings all this stuff out. So let me end this video. Another excerpt into this matter of Christ in you and all that it offers. Being willing to let what we think we got go to gain that. So God bless you.